All right, everyone. I have been tasked with showing you this brand new product from Shure. This is the Shure MoveMic. One thing to know about Shure, they've been around for 99 years. April 25th will be 99 years of producing this. The Shure brothers started in Chicago, Illinois, almost a century ago. So I can't wait to dive into this and show you what it is. Basically, it's a lavalier kit. This particular one comes with two mics and a receiver. You can get it as a single mic, which will make sense in a second. You can get it as a dual mic and no receiver, and you can get it as a mic and receiver or the kit. Now, what's cool, all the individual parts are sold separately, so you can start where you start and add later, but this particular guy is the entire kit. Okay, we're going to dive into this real quick. Let's pop it open. And yeah, let me grab my little handy dandy Osbot remote. I love this thing. It allows me to get a little closer. Shoot. All right, gangster. All right, so let's pull the top off. You know, everybody's with the package. Important, microphone and receiver will not turn on without charging first. Charge before the first use. Uh-oh, that might wreck the whole video. Charge, pair, record. So you go ahead and pop that out. I do have a thing that I fight with companies. I kind of wish companies would send things pre-charged, but I think that comes down to trusting that the place that you're sending it to is going to like keep it in a good fashion, and it also comes down to how long you think their sell-through is going to be. All right, so what we're going to do is pop this baby back together. I don't know about you. I would like to know down in the comments who are the people that keep all of their boxes. I like my boxes. Don't ask me why. I know my friend Mary Lou, she has a closet full of boxes. She's similar to me. So you see, tells you about connecting it. It gives you the commands for holding the various portions of the receiver. Tells you how to connect it to a camera, how to connect it with a phone set up there, and then you're going to need the Shure Motive Video app. I have the Shure Motive Audio app. I also have, and it talks about pairing in here and how to set up your receiver and what the lavalier behaviors are. So let's go ahead and crack open. I love the fact that it comes with this cool little travel sleeve, right? Boom, boom, boom. And then listen, Shure comes correct with this little, I like it reminds me of the chef knife set. So let's see what's in here. We have the master box here. This is your MoveMic box. This box charges the microphones, and inside there are your two mics. What's really cool about these guys is these guys are super, super small. I mean, really, 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 really tiny. I have this in my head. It is 46 millimeters this away, 22 millimeters this away, and it weighs about 8.2 grams. You know what? Don't use the black ruler on the black product. This is why you have two rulers, people. Yes, as you can see, 46 millimeters. That is tiny. That is tiny. And 22 millimeters for my Canadian friends. The rest of us, we don't use those words. I see if it came charged or not. So you normally got to hold this guy down, and there it is. So now that puts it in pairing mode. And then what I'm going to do is leave this in here for a second. We'll come back to this. Don't use too much battery. And while I go through the rest of the products, I'll plug in the case for a second, and you'll see why. I'll let that do that. I'll bring out the little wee receiver here. So this is cool. It has a headphone out. Wait, I just did Canadian again. Has a headphone out, a line out, and a USB-C out. On the side here has the power button, and then it has a cold shoe which articulates, which is kind of cool. So where the articulating cold shoe would come in handy, let me grab my little Fuji over here. So if I was to take my little Fuji and I wanted to slip this guy on the top, this thing is, you screw it down there like such, and then you can point this in a manner that makes it easy for you to see. You know what I mean? If you happen to be front-facing recording, cool. You just loosen that a little bit, flip it around this way, and then make it so that you can see your levels while you're doing your recording. So I love that it comes with the receiver. Now, here's the thing that makes this mic kind of stand apart from its brethren, if you will. First of all, I'm going to say it's the first lav mic that is actually a lav mic. Okay. Normally, we've got accustomed to seeing people with the little box attached to their shirt. And that doesn't bother me, but I know it bothers some people. I also see some people just put it on, and it's so heavy, like it pulls their clothes down. I think this affects guys that wear the really like flowy shirt, you know, your Patagonia type shirt, or females that have really light top. I don't know what the proper terminology is, but I think my sister calls it a camisole. If you're wearing something like that and you got to put the chest ward on, it just weighs your clothes down and it feels weird. Normally, when I use my box ones, I tend to clip it to a chain. So I'll find a lanyard that I have for like a conference, right? I have a bunch over here. I'm not going to grab it. But I'll take my conference lanyard and I'll clip it to the conference lanyard as opposed to my shirt. Because what's really weird for me, I don't have this kind of fancy stuff, but I don't like my shirt all jacked up either, right? I don't like the thing here. I don't even like my shirts when the collar gets droopy. They become trash. They go to the Salvation Army right away. I don't like droopy neck collars. Not a thing. So what's really cool about this, at 8.2 grams, it is hands down one of the lightest, and it is the actual most lavalier-like of all the things that call themselves lavalier, or as I like to say, Lavalier. And that terminology, by the way, it comes from Louis XIV's side piece. Her name was Duchess de Lavalier, and her I don't know what you call the people, coiffeurs, that's not the right word, valet, I know the men's term, the valet. Her valets basically adorned her with jewelry, and they put a little locket on the front, right? So it was a bundle that hung down from her necklace. One of the first people to wear a charm on necklace, which is so common to us today, but that was invented by the court of the Duchess de Lavalier. And so the term Lavalier or lavalier comes from the little neck charm thingy that hung down from the Duchess from Louis XIV's side piece. Why do I know that? I have no freaking idea, but I've been in audio for 40 years. So maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. Okay. All right. One thing that's very cool is inside here you have all your necessary accoutrement. So if you need to connect this to your camera, you're going to need this little piggy tail. Very quaint. I love it to death. I actually have a sexier one that I travel with, so I won't use that. Let's throw that on the trash. I bought a blue and a purple one for various things. I just, because I like to be cute like that. And then we're going to pop this out. This is a USB-C to USB-C because this guy connects via USB-C. And I, as an owner of an iPhone 15, will plug this directly in. But I'm going to show you why in a second. That's not that big a delay, okay? What makes this microphone stand above the competition? You'll see in split second here. This is a secondary USB-C to USB-C, which I'm assuming is designed to allow you to charge it to the pack here. But I am charging, as you can tell by the red indicator, with my ever-pressing cord that just lives here. And then, last but not least, inside the little package, it comes with two windscreens. This last one, my fingers can't reach. Here we go. It comes with two little windscreens. These aren't very substantial. I don't know how much wind they're going to take out, but it definitely will help a little wee bit. And these are just like little teeny afros that just fit right on the top of your microphone. So let's take those. I'll probably keep these in the package, but I'll take them out just to show you how they connect. And then I just tore that little weed bag. It needs a stronger weed bag. Okay, so that's the kit. Let's get in to show you what makes this guy sing. All right, so I'm going to open this guy up. Bingo, bango. Rob Balasabas is talking to me. We're going to open up the Motive video app. Bing, bing, bing. I don't need to pick you right now. So in the Motive Video app, I'm going to kick on the little screwdriver. I'm sorry. There is a microphone and a wrench. And you see the Motive Video app already uses the built-in mic right there. I should have grabbed my little thing that's good for holding. Hold on. It's going to take 1 second. It's super dumb. Not part of the kit, but I have it. It'll make this job easier. Oh, let's get this out of here. Bingo. All right. So we're going to pop this open, and it's just to help hold this in place. And I'm going to tell my phone to not turn off for a second because it's going to drive me batty while I'm trying to do this. All right, hit that, boom, auto lock. Let's go to never. And please remember to change that before you're done. You find out halfway through the city and run out of battery. Okay, so I'm using my little anchor guide to hold my phone. Basically, what you're going to do is you're going to hit on the little plus sign there, and it's looking for a discovered device. So I will open my little kit here, and I will take out this microphone, and you're going to hold the little side button here for 6 seconds. Boom. MV LAV, not connected in. Bingo! Now we're going to connect it. And you notice it said Bluetooth. What's absolutely crazy is that it had a Bluetooth connection. Now, I am going to pray that this is more than 20% charged while I press this button, but I'm going to press it anyway. Because what you don't want to do is attempt to, you don't want to firmware one of these while it's less than 20% charged. But you'll see this is now, I'm going way too strong. This is picking this up. You see the gain here? It goes all the way up to 60 dB. I would never do that. I'm probably around here. If I remember, nope, that's still too high. If I remember the last time, I was around 26 for my average use. And even that's a little hot. I would actually come down to like 22. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I am barely pressing the red line. I hope my friend Mary Lou watches this so she can know how I set my game. If you pop out the red every once in a while, it's not too bad, but you don't want to be popping out of the red the whole time you're talking. You also don't want to not hit the gray little area right there while you're talking. So anyway, that is there. What I love about this guy, as you see, there are some presets here. So I'm in speech mode right now, and this would allow you to do the... I'm not going to call it stupid. I'm not going to call it stupid. Hi, guys. I'm making a TikTok video, so I'm going to hold the microphone like a D-bag. I'm sorry, like a untrained person instead of just put it on my body like you should. Sorry. I'm not going to call them D-bags, even though I feel that way. I don't have my other mic handy real quick, but one of the new favorite ones that kills me is where they take a SM7B off the stand and just hold it in their hand and talk. It's a studio mic, bro. It's not a handheld mic. Anyway, so if you wanted to be that person who wants to hold this, you can. Knock yourself out. I won't judge you as much as I say I do. Now, you also have this next singing mode, which would allow you to do singing, right? My country, 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee. Never mind. All right, so you got singing mode, and then you have flat mode. I am the type of person that would probably rock this in flat mode, but for safekeeping, we're going to use the speech bubble. And then you're going to set your compressor accordingly. I'm going to set my compressor to medium. That's just how I do. It's a radio thing. And now there is a high-pass filter set to 150 hertz. That hurts. I would never rock a high pass at 150, but you do you, boo. I'm going to rock this high pass filter at 75 hertz. I also have the ability to come in here and get a little equalizer. So if you are somewhere where there is going to be a lot of bass resonance, and wait, let me explain that real quick. If you're in an environment like a show floor, a lot of people are talking, and that creates bass. Bass waves die hard. Not like the movie, Yes, it's a Christmas movie. Not like the movie. Bass resonance, like me, with my bass resonating voice, it starts to hit the room and it bounces around the room, and they kind of maintain. Because they are lower frequency waves, they're harder to die. What happens is eventually the bass resonance builds up in the room over long periods of time, and it causes just the weird sound. It's kind of inaudible to us at first until it's heavily collected, and you know it's there. You just don't know why it's there. It's also why in certain environments you feel just weird in your body. Like there's cruise ships that come right in front of my house. I live in overlooking lovely Honolulu Harbor. When they fire up the Pride of America or the Disney Celebration or whatever, the bass resonance from the engines actually carries all the way into my house, and with the doors closed, I can feel the waves going boom, boom, boom in my house. So why in the studio you see people build these little triangle boxes? Those are called bass traps. And what they do is break those waves so that they don't carry on. That is my message to my sister, Mary Lou, because I promised to teach her all the cool stuff I know about audio. Now you know, Mary Lou. She's going to be like, why are you picking on me? Why is everybody always picking on me? Charlie Brown. Refocus and come back, and there we go. All right, so you can grab this guy and you can pull it down if you find yourself getting a little bit too much BS. And then I keep the high down because you don't want to hear any hum rumble, but you can adjust your equalizer accordingly. Really, nobody else in the game is giving you equalizer swag, so I gotta love that as well. But again, as you can see, this mic picks up very well. So what I want to do here is double check. It did mention something about doing the firmware update, and I don't know if it took. Doc LAV 1. Okay? The reason why I named that, you're going to see. Now, here's what I said. The Shure system stands above the crowd. Okay, notice this also, too, when it comes to stealthiness. It's on. It's working, but after a couple seconds, the lights turn out. When the lights go out on the micro. So that way, when you're doing your recording, you don't have one little glowy thing popping off. If you want to see it, you get that ID. Bingo, 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 bingo. And then it'll go back to Nene. That is a selling point, my friends. That right there is a selling point. Okay, so let's grab this guy. And we're going to turn it on and give it the 6-second swag. Give it that swagoo. And now it's blinking. I'm going to add a secondary mic by hitting that. And it says mic LAV. Now, sure, I don't know why. If I wasn't keen enough to rename it first, that might cause a drama, but that's okay. I got it. Maybe it would automatically name it too. But again, I want you to notice that it's Bluetooth. Right? And that's going to make sense in just a wee bit. All right, it's going to say that there's an update available. Okay, you firmware updated by putting it back in the charge case. We'll deal with that later. Anyway, now you can see we have two separate mics. Now I am adjusting this one. So this one might be a different person that requires a light compression. Again, I'm going to take off that 150 high pass because that is not your man's game. I don't get down like that. And then I will adjust the level here, which let's just say this person is loud. Maybe I am working with my friend Luis. He's Puerto Rican, so he's loud. So I may come in here and adjust his gain down to there. So you can have two separate microphones connected. The receiver, my friends, is still off. It's not over here. It's just charger rating. And don't click any stuff, mouse. And you'll see I have two individual microphones connected to my phone with no special. Like, I don't need this receiver. I can just connect these by a Bluetooth. Now, that is a selling point. It also negates something, and I want to make sure I cover this clear. You have to use the Motive Video app in order to do that, and this is for a reason. Shure has built a proprietary connectivity that allows this microphone to connect to this particular app with their own custom Bluetooth stack. I know. You've heard me say about 50, 11 million, 100 times, don't use Bluetooth to connect things. This is not your mama's Bluetooth. They went and customized it. They figured some things out. They got 99 years of experience. Bluetooth was not even a sore gum when Shure came out. So they figured out a custom codec that works. Now, what that means, the Shure app is a highly capable sort of motive video. Let me call it by the proper name. Folks don't like it when you call them out of their name, right, MLM? You want to use this app, but it's a capable video app, and I'll show you this real quickly in a second. The native camera app on the phone won't work. Your Filmic Pros and Blackmagic apps won't work, and without the receiver, going, say, to something like Instagram or whatever, it won't work. But that's not Shure's fault. Those applications would then have to open up some sort of extensibility to allow Shure to pass mics through. This has been a problem with these apps for a long time. Even my company I work for, Ecamm, we wanted to be the virtual camera so that you can do Instagram from your computer. It's a whole lot of hoops to jump through to get that to happen. These companies don't really make those mobile apps extensible, probably for security reasons or for the amount of people that would abuse the system. But just rest assured, Tom Buck is going to fire me for that. Rest assured, the reason why it doesn't work in other apps is not Shure's fault. That's the way apps are built. Again, most likely for security. So let's go back in here real quick. Before I put this away, and let me rename my second LAV because I don't like things being named illmatically. So we're going to go DOC LAV. I should do capitals. I like LAVs in capitals. 2. Let's do, I was going to be cute and put do, but I'll just use 2. All right, so now I know which mic is which, and again, I can hit the identify button, and you see that it identifies. If I come over here, then this one identifies, so we know which mic is which. Now, key selling point, this one and this one can return to their case, and I could close the dough. Oh, wait, I should have turned them off first. They'll eventually shut off, but let's just turn them off. Oh, let's speak battery life real quick. That's a mute button. If I just do that, one tap turns the mute button, hold it for a split second, and then it should turn itself off. I don't want to pair. Okay, there you go. And let's do the same for this guy. Okay. So these guys have an 8-hour battery life. If this pack is fully charged, you can recharge these guys 2 times. So you got 8 plus 8 plus 8 gives you a whopping 24 hours of battery life. So 8 plus Kate plus 8, 24 hours of battery life on this. Phenomenal if you're a conference cat, like running around, doing conference, doing all of these things. This guy is going to be cool. Next thing I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to start up the receiver and show you how to connect that up. But I just wanted to point out, so far, my key selling points are that Bluetooth connectivity means with these two guys, I don't need to use a receiver. I can just connect this to my phone and go. From what I understand, once I power this back on, they connect in like 1-2 seconds. So it doesn't take long to reconnect if you come out of your charging case. And then I like the lightweight, 8.2 grams. I like the discreet nature. So if I was to pin this on my shirt, you know, that's a bad pin, Doc. It's hard when you can't see. I pin this on my shirt. It's very unobtrusive. It doesn't pull my shirt collar down. It doesn't look weird. It's just nice in there. Fancy magnetic clips? No. Other, cool little features like recording inside the body? No. Those things don't exist. They've been replaced with small, discreet, battery life, and 100 years worth of audio engineering that makes this thing sound freaking freaking incredible. We'll get into sound in just a splits. Okay, so I do love the magnet in the case, though. That is kind of cool. Which tells you if the magnet's in the case, you might be able to use something small to clip it onto, but don't start me lying. I really just like the small, discreet nature of this. And yeah, I mean, listen, if you're a hand talker, you can just, have it inside your watch band like such and be like, hey guys, I'm here to tell you how to save $15 on your car insurance by switching to Gecko. Something really cool like that. So you got some ideas. Anyway, let's poop back to the overhead real quick and stop slapping the mouse around the office. Booyah! All right, so what I understand about this guy is that when you go and you turn it back on, boom, 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 bam, it's back already. Oh, maybe I did that wrong. Yeah, it's already there. It knows I was just in the wrong position, and it's giving me the firmware thing. But yeah, so when you turn it back on, the mics basically come to life real quick, and they reconnect real quick. So look at that. That was fast. That was really, really, really fast. So I'll do the firmware updates in the wee smidgy, but I love the fact that you can just get down like that. And actually, the charging is really, really high. It is actually up there. So I just love the fact that you can get in. My name stayed. My settings stayed. You can lock the settings. There's just so much of this. Also, if you build a preset, like how I like this particular speech mode, I can save this preset, right? I'm going to call this Duck 1. I got some really impressive names, but the ability to just, again, throw this in your phone, go to town right now, and I don't know what I just did that for. I'm going to close that. I'm in the app right now. You're going to tell you to enable airplane modes and do not disturb me for the best results, right? Let's do something crazy here. I am going to take this guy, and I'm going to position it 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. I want this one. I'm going to position it on the shirt. I'm going to turn the secondary one off real quick. We don't need that. All right, now we just got one. So there's my phone, there's my app. It's doing the damn thing. I'm going to switch the camera into my normal face over here, and we're going to do a quick test so we can see the audio quality of this microphone. So I am recording at 1080p 30 at 48 kilohertz wave audio, so we'll know that the Shure is doing the thing. All right, here we go. This is the sound quality test of the Shure Wait, I just said that wrong. This is the sound quality test of the Shure MoveMic 2. I currently have one clipped to my chest. The other one is chilling in its cool little case. It's charging right now. But I wanted to get a good audio quality so you could hear good audio quality test. One of these days, I'll learn to speak English. Doing a good audio quality test directly to my phone. This thing connects, and it has a 100-foot range, which there's no way I can show you right now, but, we'll see how it sounds. Let's go ahead and save that and send this to the computer. So it's saving that, and then we're going to air drip this over to the Pewdie. Bingo, bango, air drip. Boom. See, Apple should let me name stuff. AirDrip is so much cooler. All right, I have it here on the desktop. And then what I should do is put my headphones in so I can hear. And then I'm going to pop this on my screen real quick. And then you guys will hear what it sounds like. This is the sound quality test of the Shure Wait, I just said that wrong. This is the sound quality test of the Shure MoveMic 2. I currently have one clipped to my chest. The other one is chilling in its cool little case. It's charging right now. But I wanted to get a good audio quality so you could hear good audio quality test. One of these days, I'll learn to speak English. Doing a good audio quality test directly to my phone. This thing connects, and it has a 100-foot range, which there's no way I can show you right now, but we'll see how it sounds. Let's go ahead and save that and send this to the computer. Boom, it works. It works. Air drip and all, it works. So let's come back over here, and now what we're going to do is we are going to connect this via its little little, what do you call this, receiver. So we can get rid of that. Oh, by the way, if you're just doing a podcast or an audio type situation, you can also use the Motive audio app and record that way as well. Yeah, sure. Let's share my stuff with Shure. You would just come over to the device and then hit on the plus device and then kind of like turn on one of these bad boys and just lock it up the exact same way. But anyway, in the meantime and in between time, we're going to come back over here to the Shure application here. We're going to unbeep this and we're going to go like that. And it says currently that there are no mics found. I believe I might need to read instructions for this. We'll see how good I am. Oh no. I will have to read the instructions. I completely do not remember how to do this. When I did the testing way back when, there was no receiver yet. So there's that. Boom, boom, boom. I will have to repair the receiver. So, to pair receivers, remove the microphones from the case, navigate to My Devices, and connect new device. Connect new mic. There it is, right there. So it's searching, and then let's pair this one. Now, understand, this makes common sense to me. But it says Doc Lav 1. Let's do the other one. It makes common sense to me that when you take away the connection via the phone to use this, you will have to repair it to the phone. It kind of makes sense, and I hope people understand that. All right, so we're going to pair Doc Mic 1. It's connecting. I don't know why you did that. We're going to do Doc Mic 2. Yeah, they're both in pair mode, homie. Let me turn it all the way off and do it again. He's fumbling. He's fumbling. You know what's trippy, though? It remembered the name from the phone. You know what? Let me make sure that this is off. This might be throwing it. That might be throwing it off. There we go. All right, we're going to do this again. We're going to get it right. 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 Whoa. It's weird because it says it's connecting. It says it's there. But it says, there it goes. I did it. He dumb. It's a little joystick too. That's kind of incredible. I like the fact that it's a little joystick. Are you pairing? So pairing. I think the other thing I will do is I'll make a tiny little mark on the back so I know which dude is which dude. You know what I mean? And then the other thing that I think I would do is I would actually, what's the word I'm looking for? I would actually pair one to my phone and one to my receiver. That's just me. So I don't have to keep going back and forth. I don't want to fight this too long. Let me just go back to my standard setup. Let's go backwards. Anyway, so we got the mic one here. 1, 2. That's not that one. 1, 2. There we go. So we'll put this in the case. We're going to call that in the case for now. Beat it. Beat it, squirrel. You know what? It goes this way. All right. So anyway, you can see that I have it in here. And we go in here and we click on it. You can increase the decibels. You can decrease the decibels. You have all kind of cool settings in here. You can come back out of here. You have all type of controls that you can set up in this guy. But let's connect this to a camera. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to connect this to the computer so we can actually hear it when it's live to the computer. So I have my handy cable here. If I select this, it's going to go into this little mode. And then I'm going to go into my software here. And let's see how it shows up in the old recordings here. That's not the audio level. I am going to press on extra. And now you should be hearing the audio coming directly from the clip mic. This audio is coming from the clip mic. So let's clip mic it to this microphone stand here real quick. Sorry if you heard a weird noise. Now, for the rest of this stream, you're listening to me clip it from the clip mic. That is just super crazy. That is super crazy. So if you want to use it for a Zoom call or, you know, something with your computer situation, you're absolutely able to do that. I am no longer talking in my Shure. That might confuse people. Let's move it about here. And actually, let me clip it to my headphones. That's a little weird because the LAV is pointing the wrong direction. There. That's better. Now, this would be funny. Now, people are going to get this, and they're going to do that thing you see people in the grocery store. You do not have to hold the white cord for your voice to sound good in a phone call. It's designed to be here, not here. It always sounds horrible when people do that. Anyway, so you should be hearing this from here at this moment in time. I can see the meter is moving. It looks like it's all good in the hood. But yeah, let's just see. Clip to the overhead and let's see how far we go here. Let's try this. This might sound horrible, but oh yeah, that was one other thing I wanted to show you in the audio. Okay, so now I have it clipped to my overhead mic, and then what I would do is grab my little receiver here and crank up the decibels. So now we're talking and we're cranking up the decibels and we're getting it a little louder because again, this thing has 60 dB of gain. So it probably sounds a little airy right now on the Strim, but I am using plus 36 dB of gain with it halfway across the room. Now, in the computer mode, I don't know how the noise reduction will work, but I will put it back in the phone mode and show you what that noise reduction does. So I'm gonna bring that back down to a normal person's level. That should be better, and that's way far away. Hey, sorry for your ears. I grabbed it by the fro. All right, so anyway, I'm gonna go back to my regular microphone here. All right, there we go. And I'm gonna have to, well, I'm not gonna have to repair this. I'm gonna go back to my phone app real quick, and I wanna show you something which I think is kind of cool. And hopefully I'm able to demonstrate this. I'm gonna need something that makes a little bit of noise. All right, so here in the phone app, let's go to the mic settings and keep saying that. I'll fix it soon. 1, 2, 3. I should probably update the firmware and redo this video, but that's okay. Anyway, so this is this particular MoveMic. I'm gonna put this one over here, and I want to show you something about this noise reduction. I'm going to pin this to my shirt real quick. And then I'm going to grab something. Now, my computer was doing both. All right, let me show you this. I'm going to use this microphone first, and then I'm going to give you an opportunity to hear what it sounds like. If I can plug my phone to the computer, it should pass through. So let me do that real quick. I wonder if that's going to throw anything off, but we'll find out. So I plug my phone to the computer, and then I'm going to select the Kit over here in the app, and 15 Pro Max. Click the start, and will it catch? Okay. So I'm going to poop this on the screen real quick, and unembiggen it like such. And then, boom. So now you can see my phone. And I'm going to turn on the sound for the phone for a second. Through. Okay, that's not gonna work. I wanted to show you, but I guess we can do this with a test. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you this. You can hear that. All right. Now, what we're going to do is use the Motive app, and we're going to record this. All right, so I'm going to go in here. I'm going to turn on noise reduction. Close this. Face the camera more towards myself. The noise reduction should kick in. You're going to hear the fan start, and then you're going to hear it disappear in this recording. 1, 2, 1, 2. Notice the smooth line here on the bottom? That's the waveform picking up. So I'm going to stop this fan. Now when I turn it back on, you're going to see the waveform kick in for a second, and then it will disappear. Look at that. That's just crazy. So the noise reduction in here is far more substantial than many of its contemporaries. Let me send this file over to the computer real quick. But this is where it's going to come in handy, because if you have the type of noises that normally disturb a recording, fans, a little traffic, a little excess wind, it's going to be able to just calculate that in his head real quick and then block it out. That is built into the microphone. Again, I think another one of its key selling points is it's just there. It's pretty it's pretty incredible how this thing works. And oh yeah, the last thing I wanted to show you before we stop messing around here is, knowing that I have this guy set up, what we can do is, nope, let's leave this other device thing on. And then we're going to come in here. I'm going to press this. I'm going to do custom URL. That's a YouTube stream key. I'm going to come to YouTube real quick. I'm going to hit Go Lavalier. And then I'm going to go to Stream. And I'm going to create a new key. And I'm going to call this Test 2. Description. Move. Oh, you know what? Let me make this easier for you guys. Oh, wrong browser. MoveMic. MoveMic. And I'm going to do is RTMP, blah, blah, blah. Let's say create. Okay. So we already know, everybody knows the URL is YouTube Live. I'm going to copy this key real quick. And then I'm going to paste it in. Boom. And then we're going to do stream. We can set the bit rate for the stream. I'm on Wi-Fi, but I'll just leave it like that. I'm going to do 1080, hit go live. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we should be live on the secondary stream. So if I click over to this browser, it should kick in a second. And there he is. He is live on a secondary stream. So you can go live from this application directly into this computer. Here, let me grab this. I have a better idea. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to come to this. I'm going to pasticate it. There you go. So that is me livening it up from the Motive app. So you can go live to YouTube from here if you are out in these here streets and you're trying to do something. I'm going to do something to you, something real bad. You can do live stream directly from inside here. And I am going to quit this and save the stream just so that we can hear sort of what the quality in that sound like. But understand, you know, I can click on the app real quick. I'm going to take my gain back just a smidge because it's a little loud. But I got that. If I want to monitor this input, if I was using this guy, I could listen to the headphone side of here so I can hear what's going on. But you could absolutely live stream directly from inside the app, and you do see that it is live. Okay, so let me stop this, and then YouTube will take a second to prosecute it, and then I'll be able to steal it and play it back over here so that you guys can hear. But that was just a quick little something. Here's a little sample, just an example. One time tried to come to my home. Yeah, so this app, I mean, the app is cool. Listen, you can send that to anywhere where you can get a stream key and a stream URL, and you can knock yourself out. So, yes, you have to use the Motive app, but let's get into this receiver real quick and show you how to do it otherwise. So I'm going to take this, move this out the way. Go back to this guy. Now, I have my receiver set up. I'm going to take the mic that I have on and turn it off so I can use the one that's connected to the... Wait! Come here. I can use the one that's connected to the receiver. Okay? One. All right, so we're going to take the second mic. We have it connected to this receiver here. And then we're going to get a USB cable. I normally will never use these stock USB cables, but you know what it is. Here. Let's just make it all the way purdy. I mean, if you're going to do it, dude, make it all the way purdy. Let me take this out. Coming through. Take this out. This my... All the girls want to be like this. Boom. Now it's purdy. Now it's purdy. Okay? So then I could take this little hootenanny and throw it up here on the top like such. Hootenanny. Straight to the top. Hootenanny. Again, I would never... in a million years use the stock wire, but hey, for today, for demonstration purposes only, I'm going to use this little stock wire. I like to buy cloth wires, braided, whatever. One's covered in fabric. They just tangle less. They're more appealing, and you definitely want something shorter. Okay, so we're going to go other device, and then we're going to go to the Motive Video app. Motive Video app. And then we're going to connecticate this. Is searching. You got to connect to the phone first. And then connect to the receive. And then it's doing a little thing. Just doing a damn thing. Yeah, we're doing a damn thing. This might be mad because I haven't connected the I haven't done the firmware update yet. It might be a little mad at me. But you got in here your mic, your output settings, your monitoring settings, display settings, factory reset, about, high power. You have all these things that you can set in here. And he crashed the app. What are you doing, player? No, not Motive Audio, dude. There we go. I love it has this automatic gain action kicking on as well. So I got my settings here. You have gain, audio effects, LED, identify. What's inside audio effects? Noise reduction. Let's turn that on. High pass filter 75, compressor light, equalizer. All right, it's all built in. So I love how so the stuff that I set from the phone, it memorizes it over here. Anyway, that's not working. But let's try this. Let's go to the Blackmagic camera app because now I'm using the built-in doohickey. And then let's check settings and go to audio. Oh, it's there. In Blackmagic camera app, it says MVR. Yay! It shows up. Gangster. Audio format. I got my AAC. Recorded as stereo. Don't really matter for this. Sample Rizzy. I could put it at 48 where it belongs like a boss. Got my VU metering. I got it set for VU at negative 18 decibels. Come over here to the camera. And then now we are cooking with Pam. I have a proper Doppler audio recording right here on the bottom. So let's do another recording. Let's do another test, gang. We are out here in the streets. Let's do this. Actually, I want to go like kick the vert track. So 1 second, my people. This is when you pull out all the stops. This is when you pull out all the stops and grab a handle. Got it in my handy little travel pack right here. So we're going to hit that, turn the hand dial around, camera trigger right here. Bingo, bango, pickle mango. Now we are ready to record. Oh, this is going to be gangster. All right, so let me do this real quick. Hit record. This is using the Shure MoveMic 2 with the receiver connected to an iPhone 15 Pro Max, and I have it going through the Blackmagic camera app. This don't drop, sorry. This wee little microphone, now it'll probably sound better that I have it close. Let me pin it to my necklace here. There. Now, I'm gonna redo that, gang, because I don't want to make it be that long. Here we go. This is the Shure MoveMic 2 connected to the receiver by USB cable to the iPhone 15 Pro Max, and I am recording this video. How does the audio sound? I bet you it sounds good. What's really cool about this microphone is it has this nice noise reduction, so even if I were to do something crazy, like come over here and turn on the fan, You probably can't hear that, can you? Wow. Built-in noise reduction? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? This microphone is the sauce. And so go and check it out. I will put links in the description below. All right. So there's that. Let me go and grab said recording. Media. Boom, boom. Air drip. Air drip over to the computer. It is air dripping. It has been air dropped. See, the active of air dripping and the finished is air drop. The passive is air drop. The active is air dripping. Sorry, Apple, you effed up. This is the quality so you can hear good. This is the Shure MoveMic 2 connected to the receiver by USB cable to the iPhone 15 Pro Max, and I am recording this video. How does the audio sound? I bet you it sounds good. What's really cool about this microphone is it has this nice noise reduction, so even if I were to do something crazy, like come over here and turn on the fan, you probably can't hear that, can you? Wow, built-in noise reduction? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Family, come on. That's just saucy. That's just saucy. Anyway, so that is the Shure MoveMic 2. I will spend more time with this. That was my unboxing, first impressions, all of the above. I think it is for a particular creator, okay? First of all, the automatic comparisons are going to come. How does it compare to the 3-letter or the 4-letter versions? Different. I don't like the generic weak ass comparisons that everybody does because they don't necessarily put in thought. They put in just blanket screams. So what does this have over the other two? 100 years of audio engineering and a definite audio quality. Things that an audio company with this level of experience thinks about that the other guys wouldn't. Okay, so the equalizer, the built-in compressor, the noise reduction, a custom Bluetooth action that allows you to use it without a receiver directly to your phone, all of those things are top-notch. The fact that it's small, discreet, and light, top-notch. 8 hours of recording, 24 hours after recharge it twice with the case, all top-notch. While I'm doing that, let me update the firmware. I think all of those things really do give it that certain level of je ne sais quoi that's going to be hard to beat from some of the other competition. Now, what it lacks that the other competition has, it lacks built-in recording into the body of the microphones. Look, I am sure, I hate that, sorry, Tom. I am sure there was an executive decision put out by the team. I did ask that questions. I did ask that question in my run-up. I'm sorry, I'm laughing at my brother because it's 3 letters versus 4 letters versus 5 letters. There you go. That's kind of interesting, isn't it? They didn't tell me why they put it in, but I'm sure they had their reasons. So that built-in recording into the pack of the other guys is something that they have that Shure does not. And the other thing, and this is going to come up, and I want to make sure this point is absolutely clear. Like 108%, I want to make sure that this point is clear. There is no 32-bit float. And I know that's going to pump the brakes for a lot of creators because in the creator space, one creator comes out and tells you why you got to have it, and everybody else jumps on and says like, oh yeah, this is a must. Like you must have 32-bit float. And I'm here to tell you, I don't think that is the case. And I'm going to tell you why. Because this is going to sound really a-hole, and I'm cool with it. Unlike most of the 20 and 30 somethings who are telling you this, I've been audio for well over 40 years. We have survived thus far with 8-bit and 16-bit, 24-bit was making it gangster, right? 32-bit float is really, really handy. In my old days, when I was going around recording videos at the racetrack, when I was recording videos from inside of a quarter mile, 8-second, 150 horsepower vehicle, or 300 horsepower vehicle. Actually, we got 600 horsepower. Anyway, then it might make sense where you're going to start with a low rumble and you're going to quickly get up to what. Then it makes sense. But for a conversation between myself and my friend Aubrey, and we're recording, the only thing I am achieving with 32-bit float is a massive freaking audio file when it comes time to edit. That is the only thing I'm going to achieve. There's not going to be that level of really, really lows or really, really highs. The dynamic range in the standard issue conversation is here. That completely fits inside 16-bit. Right? That completely fits inside 8-bit, if we want to be honest. The really, really high level peaks that you would expect from something like auto racing or, a concert where you have no choice but to record from the second row, and there's going to be, say, Vivaldi, and we're listening to Spring, and we go, the Lexus commercial, the winter to remember, Vivaldi. Anyway, so maybe in a situation like that, but even then, I think most cases that 24-bit is still going to work. So it is a feature that is highly touted by the 3 and 4 letter companies, and I don't blame them for that because the people are asking for it, but it's completely unnecessary for what most content creators are doing. Right? 100% unnecessary. But you got tricked into it by what's up, everybody, and other people who think they know stuff that don't really know what they're talking about. And from a studio perspective, from an engineering perspective, even from an audio to video capture person, right? When the two major movie projects I worked on where I did sound, you're recording so that it can get sound for picture. And that has to be 4824. If I send them a 32-bit float file, they will be super pissed at me because they will have to transcode it first before they put it on the timeline. Because the bit depths are different, it's going to cause drift. The audio will not sync up. The jam sync, the time, it's not going to work. So in the other 3-letter project, the time code was added because if you just do straight 32-bit float without converting that file first, when you go to edit, you will 100% get audio drift. So it is not something that most of you need, especially not my creators. My creators are all like pushing 50, so you don't really need that. It's not a thing, right? Now, again, if you're doing, say, something really loud, auto racing, wood shop or something of that nature, maybe it comes in handy. But for the general creator, you don't need 32-bit float. So I really want to put that bed to rest because a lot of people go after that like that's the end-all, be-all feature. And it's not. If I'm recording a Yin Yang Twins album, wait to see my... maybe, because then I can use that normalization. So again, it's going to make your editing more difficult because you're going to have to transcribe everything back to 24 because it won't work properly in video without it at this moment in time. They'll maybe change something in the future. Maybe Final Cut, Premiere, DaVinci Resolve, a Fairlight, these guys will come up with a way to handle it. Right now, it causes issues. So your editor's going to hate you. You're really making a much, much larger file size for nothing. And for the most part, none of the people that I record with currently, none of the people in my audience that I can think of off the top of my head, none of them need 32-bit float. So I really, really want to make sure that you got that well set in your head because that will definitely come up. Now, the last thing that's definitely going to come up is, Shure is more pricey. Yes, Shure is luxury audio. But there's luxury audio because you're paying for 100 years worth of hard experience. Like, they know what they're doing. They're not playing games in these streets. The build quality is different. Again, it's just you're buying what you're buying. You know, everyone always says, well, I can get another mic that's similar to the SM7B that's not 400 bones. No, you can't. Stop lying. Stop lying. You're telling yourself it sounds as good because you want to feel better about the fact that you didn't want to buy a $400 Shure SM7B. Eventually, most creators, not all, I'm not going to be that guy. Eventually, most creators make it up to the SM7B some way, shape, or form. MV7 is such a close brother. I'll give it that. Most people will end up at an MV7 or SM7B, or you just don't care about your audio the way that we do. So it's not a flex. SM7B is not even close to flexing. Flexing would be to bring out a Sony G800 or something like that. This is not true, Sean. That is completely wrong. Yeah, that's a long explanation. But for the same point I just made, you can get your levels right at 24-bit. That safety that you think you're gaining out of 32-bit float has been highly overplayed by YouTube creators that don't know what the hell they're talking about. 40 years of audio engineering tells me that 24-bit will cover majority of what most people are doing. And you should never always worry about fixing it in post. I have gotten lazy at times about I'm going to be able to fix something in post because it just didn't want to take 2 more seconds to do it right. And that had bit me in the butt so many times. And my late father, who is no longer here, he would be like, you absolute freaking idiot. All you had to do was set it before you record. I go, yeah, possible. We can fix it and edit. He's like, all right, gangster, let me see you fix it. And you can't fix it. So, you know, like, again, my pops had maybe 60 years of audio engineering, so just trust me. It sounds good on paper. A lot of people are going to sell you on that, Sean. And by the way, spell your name properly like I do. Who the hell is a scene? Every scene, what the hell? Your mom ain't teach you how to spell. Anyway, so yes. And then I'm going to ask a question that doesn't matter, but Sean Park, are you Korean, Sean Park? Because even more so, then we're friends. Because believe it or not, that dude, Jun Kang, in the audience is my little brother. And we have the same late father we're speaking of. Yeah, just don't get caught in the idea that you're fixing in post. That is dangerous. That is dangerous playing, and it has cost me money. So just trust me, it doesn't take long to set your audio levels properly. Most of the new devices, in this one included, have really good auto gain built in. The 4-letter version, Rode Wireless Pro, built-in auto level, amazing. The auto leveling in here, also amazing, AGC. Those guys will do better for you than not setting and depending on 32-bit float. It's really strange to understand, but yeah. It's unfortunately that technology has been myself. I didn't explain it properly because I never wanted to get into the complications of it. I myself have told people that 32-bit float will save your bacon in a situation, but not really. If you're editing by yourself, fine. If you ever have to hand it to somebody else, you really just ruined their life. So, yeah. And again, if you're editing by yourself, I highly suggest you transcode it before you drop it into Final Cut or Premiere, because you will be fighting sync forever. Because it just the math is not the same, right? So. Yeah, my brother says you still have to get gain structure right if you're concerned about preamp noise, especially if you're not using quiet preamps. This is a key element because most of these guys have horrible preamps, right? And so that's where something like this, pop to the top. You can't stop. Something like this, pop to the top with the pigtail plugged into the little hole over here, will give you better, but you still got to gain stage this right and turn this down as low as possible, because these have horrible audio preamps. They always have. And people say, well, why don't the camera companies put better preamps in the camera? strangely enough, the only company that has good preamps in the camera is Panasonic, but they can't focus on themselves. So it's really weird. Panasonic can't get the picture right, but they got decent preamps. They're not good. They're decent. It's just normally these guys, Sony, Canon, and even Fuji for that matter, they come from broadcast level production gear. There's always a separate audio guy, so they never worried about sound for picture in the camera. Consumer cameras needed sound, but when they started making consumer cameras, it was for mom and dad shooting soccer videos or their kid in the play. I'm a little tree tot, but whatever. Now the YouTube people came up and they basically turned, casual camera people into semi-pros, but the camera bodies still don't have space for a big preamp. So they're still expecting you to grab audio elsewhere, which is why a lot of them sell different microphones. The Sony got like Bluetooth microphones. DJI, Rode, Shure, back in the day, Beats Tech, if you guys remember that. Those guys all came around to sort of bring that stuff into fruition. But yeah, we're just in a whole different place. Anybody have any questions per se about such a thing? I want to see. Paul asked about battery life. It's 24 hours if you count the pack. Mary Lou said, I've been keeping one pair to the phone and one to the receiver. There you go. Exactly. Hold the mic light button until you see red blue light. That was my charging thing. Oh, that's what Mary Lou was saying. I didn't hold it long enough. Can you plug the receiver into an RCP? Absolutely. Here you go. I don't have my thing, but I do. It's in here. No, it's buried. You know the XLR Pro thing, Rich? Oh no, they're in my box back here. There's that little XLR thing with the 3.5 millimeter jack. It's called the V something XLR Pro. You would basically take the output from here and plug it into this, and it would work. Actually, this is standard, so it should plug into the audio in on the back of the RCP. But if it doesn't, it's better to use that XLR VXLR Pro and just use the one that's made for TRS, not TRRRRRRRS. Ooh, hiccups. Good Lord. Good question, Rich. Good question. Just scroller rating. I guess I should use the clue. Neil, I think the clip is a little shallow, but let's try it. Let's try it. Oh. That works. Bro, you can make it like an old school Bluetooth GAT, Remember back in the day when we all thought this was cool with our little Motorola? Be like, what you say, girl? Oh, yeah, I'm going to come through. I'm going to catch you at the club. All right, then. Right? So I guess you could fake the old school, like, Bluetooth joint, which I hated when it first came out. Yeah. See, Monty is saying the same thing. The thing to me, I really like the discreet nature of this. Here, listen, Monty, listen. First of all, I hope he stood around. I love that cat. If you put this on your shirt and you kind of like just walk around, nobody's going to notice it. If you wear the brick, somebody's going to notice it. And then if they notice it, they're like, oh, you can't film me here. And it's like, it's not film, you dipshit. It's digital. But anyway, I'm sorry. I do like that. It's not that type of Bluetooth, Mark. Thank you for sticking around. It's a own custom proprietary Bluetooth. Jesus. It's its own custom proprietary Bluetooth connection. So, yeah, it's pretty good. It's that PR filter. Mary Lou is correct. I love the fact they fit in the case with the Ren screen. Let me just see. Yes. Rode needs to take some talking points from Shure in regards to their logo and branding. Yeah, it is very subtle, right? No neon, no screaming, no do that. Mary Lou has been playing for this for a couple of days, and I've been trying so hard not to pay attention to anything she's saying because I didn't want to taint my thoughts, but I wanted to take my time and do this, and I screwed it up. So I'm gonna have to remake a video anyway. I thought I was gonna shortcut the making a video by making the video here and then just cutting out the rest of the lot. Is not gonna work. I'm gonna have to actually make the video, but whatever, man. Whatever. I'm gonna scroll back to the bottom now. Man, I can't believe Phil was in the building, bro. It's so good. Oh, there you go. His white Sean Park. Everybody at the church thinks he's Korean. I love it, Sean. I love it. That's okay. You should see the looks that me, my brother, mom, and dad used to get. We used to run into the restaurant and they hear me and June calling each other brother and whatever, and they'd be like, "Yo, man, Mr. Kang, he was sleeping with a black lady when he was a musician." I like the separate headphone output. Yes, I do love that, June. Hey, listen, I'm going to hide this because if I don't lock this down, I'm going to come downstairs and it'll be missing. And then I'll be like, "June, where's my microphone?" He'll be like, "What microphone?" So I'm going to hide this somewhere so that my brother doesn't steal it. Yeah, short. Thank you. These are facts. The reason why Shure has subtle logos is they don't need to brag. Like MJ does not need to go to the court with a fancy outfit. MJ can show up in slides, as you folks call it, or flip flops, as some people call it, or slippers, as we call it here. MJ can show up to the court in slippers and some cut off jeans and a wife beater, and he will smoke everyone on the court. Like he doesn't have to brag. He doesn't have to brag. There is no E, Paul. The E is silent. There you go, Paul. See, this is why he's the moderator. Anyway, yeah, I know a lot of people are going to balk at the fact that it costs a little bit more. But yes, Kevin, I am going to use this as my primary mic set for the road for the simple reason of the fact that I like the discreet nature. I like the fact of not having to use this, but having the capability to when I want to. I think being able to just go straight up to your phone real quick is a thing. I do love recording in my Blackmagic camera app. It gives me a lot more flexibility, but one of the things that I've been striving for recently is not to tweak so hard about all of the technical stuff and just record for record's sake, which is why I tried to record this video now and not, get crazy. Oh, hey, Sean. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Sean says, thank you for the info on 32-bit float. Man, hey, appreciate you, first of all. And it's really weird to call my own name out loud. So, I don't know. I never get used to that. Kevin, do you get used to calling other people Kevin? Like, does that mess with you? Or Rich? All of us that have normal, everyday. I know that Paul has to call Pauls all the time because there's 2 Pauls in the chat, maybe 3. The wireless earphone like form factor is nice too. Yes, it's because that way it doesn't seem strange. Like I tell you, if you go somewhere that doesn't really say they frown upon recording in this establishment, most of them would not look at this and think it is what it is. Most people would think it's some sort of Bluetooth. Well, it is, but most people think it's like a Bluetooth thing for your phone. So they won't really pay attention to this. And then you're recording with your camera and you're getting good audio. I heard the range is like 100 feet. So when June's not busy, we can test that. I hear the range is like 100 feet, which is pretty far. Where I live, you don't want to step more than 100 feet away from your camera anyway, because it won't be there by the time you get there. In Japan, maybe I would use that. But yeah, I think I'm going to travel with this for a while. I'm going to put it through its paces. I'll make a bunch of more videos about it. And just wanted to get this open. My friend from Shure, Laura L.D. Davidson, is going to be on Ecamm channel tomorrow she'll be able to answer the more technical questions because she sent it to me. So yes, Shure sent me this for free, and I had no obligation to say it was dope. It is dope. I was on the test team, so I gave them a bunch of feedback, and they listened to a bunch of it. You know, I wasn't alone. I think Chris Stone, maybe Monty, a couple of my other friends, they were involved in such a thing. So, you know, big ups on Shure for coming through with a dope product. So I'm going to get this guy charged up, and I'm going to test it out today in Discord in my class. June said there's a Filipino guy named Jun who never gets old when people are thanking us for what we do. Nice. I'll think it's a diabetes blood level monitor. That's true. I didn't think about that because the little what is that thing called? The active glucose monitoring or continuous glucose monitoring. It might look like that as well. I wish Shure returned to making the MV88 Lightning iPhone version. Not the MV88 Plus version for USB-C phones. I love that. Dude, I still got mine. I love that thing. You are telling nothing but facts. I have a video on my channel of using the MV88 Plus so in Honolulu, by Honolulu Airport, there's a little area where our runway is floating in the water. So there's a little lagoon that approaches sort of the cargo side of the runway, right? And I was standing there recording with the MV88, planes flying every couple of seconds, and it sounds amazing. I mean, I'm standing in the middle of this thing in 25-mile-an-hour winds, and it still sounds amazing. Again, those are the things that Shure bring to the table that the other guys just don't really understand. They don't understand that level of noise reduction. It's also why the DJI 2 come out, this guy, and it's catching a lot of flack for its audio quality because it's having some problems. I believe they can all be fixed in firmware, so I won't disparage this product. I still love this product. I think it's good. But Mark is killing me today. But that kind of stuff just doesn't happen in Shure because, again, you know, I think, if I remember correctly, April 25th, 1925, Shure came out. How crazy is that? How crazy is that? The Shure brothers founded in Chicago 99 years ago. That's nuts. That is just nuts. This is why, for me, I love being able to just pop it in with the USB-C cable. It does make, and again, so like Kevin was saying, when I travel, I'm using this Brandon Lee little recording situation because it's just easy. You know, I got a little clip-on ND filter that might be in this bag. Yep, it's right here. Dusty, but I can just clip a little ND filter on like such, and I'm good to go. I'm good to go. I wonder if they know what it means to find your dream come true. Anybody can name that tone? I'm curious. Anyway, that was fun. Thank you, Shure, for kicking me with a dope product. Again, they send me the product for free, but the opinions are my own. I think it was mostly sent as a thank you. I didn't even get asked to do a review. I think they sent it to me as a thank you for being a willing participant in the test. And I love the fact that when it started, it was just this. And from our feedback, they were like, nah, we're going to have to come up with a receiver. And they went back. It took them a little bit more than a year, but they made a receiver. And to me, although you don't need it, this comes dope. So the key thing to me, you can get these, one or two, without a receiver, and that later you decide you need one, you can get this. You can add it. You don't have to get it as a whole kit. So It's spicy. It's just pure spicy. Anyway, shut up, June. Shut up. It's Chicago. Need to go check out the Shure facility, dude. I might be coming to Chicago, so I'm gonna hit you, Dave. You let me know. I think I might be coming to Chi-Town in May. April, May. Yeah, I might be coming to Chi-Town in May. Let me know. No, it's not Kanye. Oh my God, you're fired. You're fired. Of course, Kanye sampled it. Of course, I'm Kanye. I sampled a really dope song, but it is not Kanye. That is not Kanye. Yo, Luis, that is good. That is good. I'm going to send you the real song, and you're going to be like, oh my God. Kanye didn't even deviate it from it too far with his sampling. He kept it straight to the vest. I mean, it's pretty good. This is my song. Yo, what was the handle case you attach your phone? There you go, Sean. This is the Brandon Lee. Let me get it. Let me get my little link pulled up. It is a Brandon Lee small rig case, and oh, there you go. Sorry, Luis. Unfortunately, it is for the 15 only. Small rig, Brandon Lee. But I heard that they are now making handles like this available for some of the other phones. It was lobby. Come on, Dave Harvey. You win. You're next on Sports Call. Hello. Man, why did you not collect the right browser? You stoops. Nope, don't do that. You need this. Bingo. What didn't Kanye sample? Yeah, so Sean, this is it. This is the one made for the 15. But I heard that Small Rig is coming up with new quick release handles. So let's see if they did. SMALLRIGQUICKRELEASEHANDLES. Bang. They got one for the old handles don't have quick release. Here it is. They did. They came up with it. Here you go. So you can get the quick release handle, and you can get the other one with control. The one I'm showing right now, actually has a little control doohickey on the top. Taking it from the top, tippy, so that way you can picking. You can start it, and yes, I will kick you with the link. You might need the different small rig cage. I'll send you the one with the handle, but you can go from there and pick whatever you need. Let me see what the new universal cage is that they speaking about. This is my thumb. Bundle, quick release. Actually, you can get it as a bundle. Make it a bundle. Small rig, quick release. That says 15 Pro Max. No, you need one that's not that. You need the universal quick release case for the universal. It's funny, a whole bunch of people tried to jump on the bandwagon and they're not doing it. Because I have these little twirlies, it ain't the same. It's cool, but it's not the same. I'm over the little twirly ones. It takes too long. It takes too long to put on and off. There is a new cage that has the quick release grip. There it is. This one should be the quick release. Universal quick release phone cage. Oh, I'm going to buy this. Add it to the cart. Because I still have my older phone as well. So let me give you this here. Sean and anybody other. Boom. Havoc. I was going to say HVAC, but I'm assuming you put Havoc. It could be HVAC. Maybe you're into heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Let me see what you said. For the Huawei. Bam. There's the correct link for the universal cage, which in a way is cooler because it can be anything. All right. Can you set that button for Zoom option lenses on the phone. I think you can only set it for trigger recording. I don't think you can set it for anything else. What you want to check for, bro? Yeah, this is cool, man. This is real cool. Cause I have the other universal cage, which I can donate. I like this one because it has a secure lock on the inside, and it has the quick release handles. Paul, we're gonna have to warn them that Uncle Doc likes to buy shit, so don't watch my stream if you're not trying to spend money. Yes. Yeah. Because I love, listen, Kevin, no joke. I love this. This is so good. I have the extra handle here in my bag. I love this guy because of the ability to quickly go from, Harry to vert, just like that. Harry verts on the strip. You can do a thing like this. You can hold it like this. You could even do something crazy like this so that maybe you're filming and you want to just drop it down, drop it low, drop it low, or maybe you want to get high. You can do something like this. You have it there. You come here, you clip on, and then you get that high shot. Listen, June, go away. This is why you can't invite your family to your streams. Don't tell them because they'll come and harass you. Yo, so yeah, this is pretty spicy. It doesn't weigh a lot. It is heavy. It's beefy. I don't leave the cage on my phone all the time. I often wish I do because sometimes I just want to clip something real quick to it. The one thing I will say is just being able to take a hot thing right here, throw it on, or to easily slap on a hard drive when I want to use the Blackmagic camera app with the hard drive. Yeah, it just makes it cool. I like to set mine up for the ability to let the phone stand alone when you're not wanting to hold it. This makes a great base, so you can just pop your phone on the table. Let me do this. You can see what I'm saying? It'll make sense. See, you can just pop, and you got your little record like that. And then what Kevin said about ND filters, you're not. On the universal cage, you're not going to get that. So that's the one advantage to getting the cage that works specifically for your phone. I've had these cages for 10, 12, 13, 14, and 15. I didn't get the cage for the 11, and I don't remember why. But I've had this cage for every single iPhone, and it's only like $40 when they first come out. So I just think they're really handy. I just like the ability to, screw it to a tripod real quick, know that it's good, know that it's safe. And this is a 52 millimeter lens, so you can just, slap anything on it. This one is the magnetic version. I'm not really a fan of the magnetic version, but yeah, this is cool. The green, I kind of wish it was black, but, it was for Brandon. I watch his channel. I like him. He's a little strange. Looks like he would be one of our friends. So I just, I supported it when it came out because I wanted him to, continue to march. He's a cool cat. Yeah, that's it. That's it. You guys got any more questions? Yes, just said duct tape. Too stupid. He's stupid. All right, we're going to pop into the Discord real quick. Just, for a little quick after party. Then I got class. So if you enjoyed this joint, make sure you, go and peep the merch shop. Get the new merch, new stuff. And then also, don't forget, join the Discord. You want to kick it with our crew. We're not, we're not absolutely normal, but we're a lot of fun. And we're always doing cool stuff. Mark, thank you for always showing up, brother. Hup. Appreciate you. Kevin, thank you to all the other Kevins and the Pauls and the Junes, Rich, all my members. Anybody you see with a little star next to their name, like Camera Junkie or Paul or Rich, those are all the channel members. You can become a channel member for as little as $1. And I do members only streams and things where I could just talk freely and not worry about what the algo is going to say. Not that I really give a crap what the algo says, but it's in there. It's in there. Anyway, gang, I appreciate y'all. Don't forget to check out on the channel tomorrow. LD is going to be doing this, my partner from Shure. Make sure you step through. Sean, man, thanks for coming through every Tuesday, Saturday, same bad time, same bad channel. And Paul told me to remind you, because I'm going to forget. Then Paul said to remind you of this. Time is changing. Next week, time changes on Sunday. So next week, you guys are going to be off by an hour. Us living here in Hawaii, we don't do such a thing. So I don't know what that calculates out to. I've been in Hawaii 40 years. I forget how DST works. It's not my thing. But for y'all, it's changing. I'm 8 o'clock Hawaiian time, Tuesday, Saturday. Never move. Just can't. Too old. So you guys come through. Don't forget, set your clocks on Sunday and adjust your calendars for, your Tuesday streams. Okay? Streams will be an hour later. That's what Paul said. Thank you, Paul. See, I don't do that mess. We're supposed to quit. They said in November, we passed the law. We're not going to do daylight saving time. We're still doing daylight saving time. What in the exact is going on? Wait, that didn't work. Hey, my pads didn't work. There you go. Man, Kevin, do not say the word PT for the next 3 weeks. I'll be up in there screaming my ass off. They take my knee and bend it round back to my ear. I just got triggered when you said PT. Anyway, fam, I love you guys. I appreciate you. I'm going to just open up the Discord real quick and then pop over there to say what's up to the fam. I love you. I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Peace out. 8-Town Stomp.
City of mine, how I love the city of mine. It never gets me down. City of mine, how I love the city